If you got a problem with profanity or hearing me curse, this ain't going to be the video you're going to want to watch. Last night I saw a documentary on the Andrew Krystl killing. It was a badge cam, like documentary type thing. It was on a website called, I believe it was called EUA, and they just show all badge cam and body cam stuff from police officers. They got 3 million subscribers. I've seen some of their other videos before, and I don't really have any problem with the website. Actually, I should probably be glad that they showed all this because I haven't seen anything like this. And I'm just telling you, my whole assessment, my whole synopsis, if you will, my whole understanding of this tragedy was wrong. I was wrong about all of it. Even how I changed my judgment later in it, I was wrong about all of it. And for those of you who may not be up with, Andrew Krystl was a desert drifter. He was a 36-year-old gentleman that liked to go hiking, and just out of a whim, a couple of years ago, he started filming his hikes. And he was real interested in the Pueblos and the Native Americans in that Colorado Grand Junction area. He went to other areas, and he would document it. Super duper respectful of the environment, unbelievably respectful of the legacy of the people there. I mean, he was just one of those kind of guys where you watch the videos and you go, man, he's a cool guy. You know, he's nothing like me. You know, I'm not religious. I'm not super cool. I'm not trying to make light of it. I'm just saying he was the kind of guy that, you know, you'd hope to have as a son or a brother or whatever. So the video last night started with some of the CCTV stuff, footage of what was around the wreck. And here's the weirdest part about me watching this video last night. My wife is a mortician. She's now working as a drug counselor or coach, excuse me. And you know, I do stand up and I do various crap, playing a band, stuff like that. So we're kind of busy people. We don't get a lot of time to really cook out and hang out and stuff like that. So we were cooking out last night. We came in to eat our food and we cut a video on, and you know, if you just we have Fire Stick. If you just let the videos play, it'll play different videos. And out of nowhere, because I haven't watched anything Andrew Krystl associated on that TV. I have on my phone, but not on that one in, you know, months or ever. All of a sudden, this video comes up. Popular YouTuber killed in car accident, and I was like, why is that coming up? That's weird. And even Beth, she was like, the warden, I call her. She was like, we can turn it if you don't want to watch it. She said that my demeanor changed in a second. I don't recall doing it, but it did. I was like frozen because I saw Ragnar, Nick, hit his car. He fucking actually sped up to hit his car. Okay? I know everybody said, oh, we didn't know he was going 80 miles an hour. Andrew's dad nailed it. He saw the video and he knew what he was. He's a pilot, former pilot. He knew what G-force and speed was. And this wreck was so horrific. I've been in many car accidents. Very few of my own accord. I was just in one 4 years ago where a 22-year-old guy hit me head on looking at his phone. They had to use the jaws of life to open the car to get me out. I'm fine. I mean, I'm hurt. My back's screwed up, but nothing like what happened to Andrew. Okay, so I have a little experience with wrecks. I kind of know how stupid people can be. He did it on purpose. All right, I'm saying that on camera. And I'd say it to his fucking face. He hit Andrew on purpose. Okay? He sped up to hit him. I'm going to get into all the reasons why I think he did in a second here, but I just want to impress upon you, sitting at a stoplight, okay? Stopped. Just talked to your wife. This guy in a van, he was in a small Subaru, and the guy was in a full-size van packed with stuff. He hit him so hard that the car sped through like 100 yards, sped through the light, hit the business next door, and flipped over. They didn't show it. Thankfully, they were very respectful to Evelyn and his family. They didn't show his face while he was in the car. They were trying to speak to him. This is hard. I don't even know this fucking guy, and this is doing this to me. They tried to speak to him, and he couldn't speak. He was breathing, but he was unconscious. Never said a word. He was, as far as I'm concerned, he was dead right there because he never regained consciousness. They went to Ragnar's vehicle. Nick, I hate calling him that because he's not my buddy. I'm a recovering drinker, alcoholic, whatever. I've been 14 years sober. Okay, I know what I was like on tequila. I know what I was like on vodka. You know, I know the things I would say. When they went to his car, he was drunk off his ass. He was drunk off his ass. When they went to his car, he's like, I'm a human being. I'm human. I'm alive. I'm human. He wasn't speaking like me or you. He had a couple beers. Oh, is everybody okay? Nothing. He didn't say anything like that. He was drunk off his ass. Okay? When they took him to the hospital, they treated him with all nicety like they would somebody being injured. They didn't know what was going on. And when they ran his blood, he blew a 20. 2.01. He blew a 20. That's what they call it, 20. Legal limit's 08. So he was almost 3 times the limit. This was hours after the wreck, okay? When they questioned him about his drinking, he absolutely lied through all of it. He actually said after the wreck, while he was sitting in the van, he grabbed a bunch of mini bottles and drank all these mini bottles while he was waiting because he was in such pain. Okay, that's the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard. I've been in some bad car accidents before. That was the worst car accident I've ever seen. I've never seen a car accident. I mean, other than the pileups you see on the freeway where everybody dies, I've never seen a car accident that bad. There's no way that you could have the state of mind to go, oh, well, since I'm waiting for everybody, let me just grab some Goldschlager and some Hennessy. That's what he said he did. And when they had him in the office, when the cops brought him in, he was faking his injuries. This is what makes me want to break his fucking head right here. When they had him in there questioning him after this, before Andrew passed away, he said that he was, homeless, living in his van, which by the way, he's disabled. He was out of the military. I think he was getting a check for PTSD because he kept saying it. He said it the whole time. Oh, PTSD. Oh, I mean, every fucking sentence, right? He said that some guy came to his van, he didn't know, and had a half gallon of what's the green shit? And a half gallon of the one with the antlers on it. It really tastes like someone's ass. It's horrible liquor, but he said he had a half gallon of that, which I don't even know if they make a half gallon of it's not Goldschlager. It's, you know what I'm talking about. It's the green shit. He said he drank that half gallon. The guy didn't know who he was. Said he was so lonely. I think this is, where people were thinking that maybe it was set up. And it was not set up. It was, it was a couple times in there my wife said, did he say he knew him? He didn't say that. It turned out his mother. And I'm going to tell you what, his family, I don't know about his mother or stepmother or whatever, but his sister can kiss my entire ass, is what she can do. I don't give a shit about your loss. The thing she was saying on the jail phone, and he knew he was being recorded. He wants to start a YouTube channel and talk about the wreck when he gets out of prison. I can't contain my fucking hatred for this guy, okay? And I was at the point where I was almost like, maybe it was just a horrible accident. Maybe the guy really needed help. He hit Andrew on purpose. And the Boulder Police Department and the Boulder court systems are a fucking joke, okay? They're shit. Here's another thing. Ragnar said when he was in there. All the time he's downplaying his involvement. All the time, oh, I'm on PTSD. He actually said this. He said, I've been traveling around and all these liberal states, he said that word too, liberal states treat a veteran bad. I've been treated bad in all these liberal states. Number one, veterans don't get treated bad. Okay, my stepson's a veteran. My father, my brother. Veterans get treated, that's not Vietnam. Veterans get treated with respect. You get discounts. You get treated good. When I do a comedy show, I always point out the vets and joke around with them and thank them for what they did. Because of veterans, I can walk around and act like an asshole. Okay, I can be a dumbass because of veterans. Nobody's mad at veterans, especially PTSD injured veterans, which he is not. He said he was. He's not. This is the whole thing with conservative people, that with stupid conservative fucking Trump supporters, okay? It's never their fault. They're the victim. Like Trump. They're the victim, right? Their fucking border people shoot somebody, kill them, murder them, and it's their fault. We're the ones that need they're the ones that need counseling after shooting that, right? This is what this Ragnar guy is. He's that. He's already trying to groom people to start his YouTube channel while he's in jail. He said he would help with it, give him information. Of course, his stupid ass sister, I might not should say that about her, but she was saying, oh, God made this happen. And I don't believe in any of that. Okay. No offense to, no offense to Andrew or his family or his wife, Evelyn. I totally respect your faith. It's totally fine. But these people like this are bullshit. God didn't make this happen. Okay? He didn't make that happen. You made this happen, Ragnar Krystl. You did it on purpose for attention. I think he did this whole thing for attention. I think he'd get in this wreck. People feel sorry for him. He was in crutches a year. I thought that we were through with these videos. Maybe a year after, which is coming up, a year after the wreck, maybe we get together and say, hey, real sorry. This is never going to be over. It's never going to be over. It's never going to be over for Evelyn, his wife. It's never going to be over for his dad. It's never going to be over. Okay? And I got to tell you something about Evelyn, too. She had one of them AirPod things, or one of the things where you trace each other's whereabouts. And when Andrew didn't come home, she looked on her phone and she goes, well, he's been at this intersection for the last hour. I'm going. She was 4 miles away from her house. She drove there, and you could see on the dash cam her coming up going, like I would do, or like you would do. She's like, what's going on? And so the cop's like, hey, look, we don't know what's going on. He's been in an accident. He's not responsive. And she's the toughest. All I can think about is my wife in that situation. Okay? She's the toughest chick I've ever seen in my life. Okay? And when she got in the hospital and she was talking to the family on the phone, talking to the cop, she laid it out there. She said, it's not Andrew's fault. This is pissing me off. Because she knew. She pissed her off because she knew. She knew Andrew didn't have. He was at the stoplight. He'd just gotten off the phone with her. This Ragnar Krystl guy, I hope this video gets to somebody in prison. Yeah, somebody needs to push his shit in. You understand? Somebody needs to bust his ass. And I don't care what that sounds like. He doesn't care. He don't give a shit about who he hit. He don't give a shit about what it does to the family. He doesn't. You could, I almost could, halfway through this, I'm not a really emotional person. I mean, I ain't the toughest guy in the world, but I'm not really emotional around people. I don't do that. That's just not me, I'm an actor. I'm an artist. I do that. I had to stop myself from busting out crying in front of my wife. It was just so painful to watch this. It has nothing to do with my videos. Okay, I didn't start a fucking YouTube channel so I could do videos about people that I liked that helped me. Andrew helped me. I went through a very tough period, getting off pharmaceutical drugs after my wreck, and it was very tough on me. Okay, I'm a puss, whatever. And Andrew's videos helped. Okay, they helped. I don't know why, they just did. His calm demeanor, his cinematography was better than most people that do it for 20 years. He just had the eye for the stuff that made me feel at peace inside. Okay, there's a part of his videos that found that solace that I could never find as a foster kid, as a fuck up, as a fucking drug addict. Even though all that stuff is out of my life, I still struggle every day with stress. Okay? And I'm not here to tell you my fucking problems. Okay? We all have problems. Andrew had a way, his videos had a way of giving me a way out for a few minutes. So, I'm just saying, man, this is bullshit, okay? Don't watch this guy's channel. Don't prescribe to anything his family puts out. Don't give this guy a break. He had a lot of breaks, okay? He did this on purpose. Nobody hired him to do it. No government, Andrew didn't find some weird shit in the woods, in the prairie, and get taken out for it. This is completely done for this guy's attention. You can tell by the way he cuts his hair, the way he does all, and even in prison, even in jail, he's trying to be cool. Okay? This, I don't know if I have a recipe of how you should act after you kill somebody by accident or otherwise. I don't know. I ain't never killed nobody. Okay? I don't think that's the way you're supposed to act. I don't think you're supposed to go on. When they were recording his calls at the jail, everybody knows, I've been in jail for fighting and shit before years ago. They record everything, especially nowadays. They record everything, your calls, your videos. It's all recorded and used as evidence. They tell you when you walk in. If you talk on the phone to or from the jail, it's recorded. And it was. He knew. He was advertising for his upcoming YouTube channel to talk about the wreck with Andrew that killed him. You need to watch this video. I mean, that one. And like I said, it escapes me, EAU or EAW or something, but it's the dash cam. When I've watched videos, they got 3 million subscribers. It shouldn't be hard to find. But, in closing, I just want to say how much respect that my wife and I have for Evelyn. You can't even imagine. Can you imagine talking to your husband or your boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, talking to 4 minutes away from the house? For me, that would be, my wife would be at Target. Target's 3 miles away. She would be, at the Taco Bell. That's 3 miles away. Can you imagine talking to your spouse or someone you care about, and they're picking up tacos or whatever, and then 2 hours later you look at your phone and you see they haven't moved, and you're like, what the hell? And you drive there. You couldn't even recognize the car. The car he was driving, I couldn't tell if it was a car or a truck. I'm a mechanic. I work on cars. I can tell what cars are. You couldn't even tell. It was just mangled. And like I said, thankfully they didn't show it, but the whole car was just crushed around him. I mean, literally one of the tires was poking up where the door was. He did it on purpose. If you see anything from Ragnar Nicholas Krystl or his family, fucking block it. Do not give him views. Do not watch what goes on. Okay? He did this on purpose, and he wants to benefit from it. And he only got 8. He got 10 years in jail. He'll be out in 6. So I hope someone hands his ass to him when he gets out, because I'd like to be the one to do it.